So the Theoldmannews alert a live look in Gaza, where overnight Israeli forces confirmed they've taken full control of the border they share with Gaza moments ago. The IVE sharing this video showing the arrest of 41 suspects for their involvement in the terrorist activities. Meanwhile, protecting the border, an issue we can relate to here at home. As a new report reveals, the administration may have lost track of nearly 2 million migrants illegally crossing the border. The crisis in Israel and the border hidden home for our next two guests. GOP Congressman, retired Army Ranger Brian Mass, serving in the Israeli Defense Forces, and GOP Congressman Max Miller is one of just two Jewish GOP members in Congress, and they join us now here outside the Capitol. Gentlemen, thank y'all so much. I just got to get your reaction. Congressman of what's happening in Israel, and Congress doesn't have their act together just yet to even get the necessary briefings. You and I spoke about this briefly before I said one of the most poignant things I heard. One of our colleagues, Judge Carter, made the point earlier last night that if Congress had to declare war, not that he's asking for that, but if that circumstance came about, Congress couldn't do that because the House is the only body that can do that, and you can't do that without a speaker. That's the gravity, the weight of not having a speaker right now in the midst of our greatest ally in the region, of being attacked, Americans, being kidnapped, killed, and a White House that's to lunch, Congressman. You represent us here in America, but you have family in Israel. How are they holding up? What are you hearing from them on the ground? Lawrence are doing well, but when I woke up just a few days ago, at around 5:30 a.m., I woke up to absolute horror. I woke up to my cell phone text messages. Pictures, phone calls. It's absolutely upsetting. States is not a true. They can take the advice that they would like from any country around the world, including the United States, but they need to do what's best to protect themselves. And it is my hope that this body behind me and my great colleague to my left and our Democrat friends and the President Biden down the street will continue to support our greatest Democratic ally in Israel, because we need them just as much as they need us. Yeah, a congressman. They have American hostages right now. Are we going to wait until Kayla Mueller's situation to go rescue our people? It doesn't seem like there's been any response from the Biden administration on that you do have the Ford Carrier battle group. That's over there. We do have a tremendous infrastructure of us and American intelligence sharing, cross-training capabilities, things that have happened over the years outside of the fact that Congress is in a bit of disarray right now. The infrastructure being in place helps that situation, and any American should expect that Americans come to rescue American hostages. I want to get to this congressman's suspicion surround the admin's ex-Iron envoy after Israel attack last month. Leaked files revealed that Rob May's aide were tied to secretive Iranian influence operation. Congressman, This special envoy, what are y'all learning about this? It's top right. Have you heard? Yeah. So I've asked both behind closed doors and in public hearings about Robert Mall State Department gives us no information on Mali. Why his departure? Why his security clearance has been revoked? We do know that there is staff that has been accused of working on Iranian information campaigns, again asked publicly. Very specifically, you can go back and look at hearings. Why don't you tell us about this individual's 86, their national security questionnaire? What did they answer in there in terms of their relationship with foreign government connections? Eve said this before because the report is that individual reported directly to the Iranian foreign minister? If that wasn't reported, I'll give you one other quick point on this. The statute of limitations to report that on your national security questionnaire is 7 years, and the timeline looks like that. Person may have just been hired on by the federal government right at that 7-year departure mark. So these are questions that exist. Unbelievable. We're going to be digging into them real quickly, though Congressman Miller, the speaker's race y'all had a closed-door meeting yesterday to air some grievances out there. When do we expect to see now that y'all have had that closed door? Meeting Jan Lakai, we had a great conversation last night, and we always say democracy is ugly, and it is. And you know this is what Republicans like to do. We like to give positions and award them based off merit and not based off who's next in line, and that's what the Democrat Party does. That's why they're always such a mess. What I want to see is to take the appropriate amount of time to pick the right speaker and the right leadership that goes along with that team. Look, we just have whiplash from one of our colleagues and 8 of them pending everything. So we need to focus. I believe we'll select a speaker, and I believe it'll be Jim Jordan to take us to those new heights. Thanks. So, and Congressman, who are you going for? He says Jim Jordan. Look, I'm supporting Jim Jordan in this race, but we have a candidate for him. We want to hear those candidates out. Everybody should come with an open mind, Congressman.